Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to my channel. Today you're with Alex and I'll be previewing one of the most unpredictable games of the day as the Los Angeles Lakers play host to the Brooklyn Nets. This one to me is a flip of the coin and could go either way. The Lakers come into this one off a disappointing loss to the San Antonio Spurs. In my preview of that game, I called a Spurs victory and unfortunately for the Lakers, it became their fourth loss in a row. The Lakers went down 138 to 110. The Spurs had an even contribution with 6 players finishing the night in double-figure scoring. Astonishingly, DeJounte Murray was not one of them as he had a bad shooting night. However, he did put up 13 assists. The Lakers on the other hand were poor. The Lakers' problems continue as they are too heavily reliant on LeBron. He was great with 36 points whilst Westbrook was very good himself with 30, including 17 in the third quarter. Horton Tucker was much better with 13 points, but nobody else really did much. Defense was their main issue as they did score 110 points, but they gave up 138. They must come into this game forgetting about their recent form. Perhaps they must look to turn this into a slow, low-scoring defensive game. They will need to be much better defensively if they are to beat the Brooklyn Nets. The Nets are coming off a loss to the Orlando Magic, going down 100 to 93. The Nets can be forgiven as they had 12 players out, including their big three. The Nets were led by Patty Mills, who had a game-high 23 points. There were solid contributions from Duke Jr., Griffin, and Thomas with 18, 17, and 15 points respectively, but it just wasn't enough in the end. They will get James Harden back for this game, so that will bolster their offense. They'll have to be ready to go against a desperate Lakers team. This is a very unpredictable matchup. The Lakers are in bad form, whilst the Nets are scrambling to find a team. For the Lakers to win, I will once again look to LeBron James. He has been the one consistent player in this team and he will need to go big again. Westbrook, Anthony, Horton Tucker and Ellington will need to contribute offensively to really help LeBron out. I'd like to see Dwight Howard or DeAndre Jordan on the court as the going small experiment has failed miserably. They've been defensively poor over the last 4 games, so strong defense will be required as the Nets, led by Harden and Mills, will still be able to score. The Lakers will need to come into this game with a defensive mindset. Scoring can come and go, but strong defense and effort must always be your priority. So the Lakers must look to make that the priority in this game. I'll be expecting a much better effort out of them, especially after giving up 138 to the Spurs of all teams. For the Nets to win, I'll be looking for Harden to lead the way. He will be critical as he will need to score heavily and look to get his teammates involved. I think he'll play at least 40 minutes in this one. Patty Mills will also need a strong scoring game himself. The other Nets players will need to step up in the absence of Kevin Durant. Strong defense will be required as I can see LeBron James putting the Lakers team on his back to try and carry them to victory. Containing LeBron James will be the key to the Nets winning this game. This is a very tough game to predict, but I'm going to back the Lakers, but not with any confidence. I know they're in bad form, but the Nets can barely put up a team in this one. The Lakers are at home and simply must win. This will be a tight game that could go down to the wire, but look for LeBron James to lead the Lakers to a much needed victory. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe as I'll be uploading videos every day. Thank you for watching.